Cabbage is an easy-to-grow vegetable with high nutritional value, widely consumed around the world. The production of cabbage for export requires a strict process to ensure quality and comply with international standards. The cabbage export market is growing rapidly, particularly in countries such as Japan, South Korea, European countries, and the United States. The strict quality requirements from these markets will be introduced next. Choosing the planting area. To achieve high-quality cabbage, we must first select an appropriate area with a pH level between 6 to 7, loose, well-draining soil, and rich in nutrients. Soil preparation. The video will show farmers using machinery such as plows and tillers to prepare the soil. The process of applying lime, manure, and organic fertilizers to loosen the soil and provide sufficient nutrients for the plants. Sowing seeds. After the soil is prepared, the next step is to sow cabbage seeds. The seeds are sown in rows, spaced appropriately. This process will be filmed closely, sowing seeds, covering them with a thin layer of soil, and watering the seeds to promote germination. Caring for cabbage plants. Watering. The video will show workers using drip irrigation systems or sprinklers to ensure the plants receive enough water without being waterlogged. Fertilizing. Cabbage requires fertilizer with appropriate levels of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. This fertilization process helps the plants grow strong and produce high-quality crops. Pest and disease control. Pests such as leaf-eating caterpillars, aphids, and fungal diseases can damage the plants. Farmers typically use organic pesticides and clean farming practices to protect the plants. Harvesting time. Cabbage is usually harvested when the leaves have fully developed and the weight is between 1 to 2 kilograms per plant. This timing is crucial to ensure product quality. Harvesting process. The cabbage plants that meet the standard will be carefully cut, avoiding any damage. The video will show workers harvesting cabbage by hand, cutting the stalks, and selecting the highest quality plants. Post-harvest handling. After harvesting, the cabbage is taken to a processing facility to be washed clean of soil, dust, and other impurities. Then, the cabbage will be inspected for quality again. Packaging. The cabbage will be sorted by size and packed into cardboard boxes or mesh bags. The products must be carefully packaged to prevent damage during transportation. The video will show the process of quality inspection, packaging, labeling for export, and preparing for shipment. Shipping methods. Cabbage will be transported by truck from the processing plant to the port or airport, then exported by ship or airplane. Storage during transit. To ensure the cabbage does not spoil during transportation, it will be stored under cool conditions, with controlled temperature and humidity. The benefits of cabbage export. Exporting cabbage not only provides stable income for farmers but also contributes to the development of the country's agricultural economy. Challenges. However, maintaining the quality of cabbage, dealing with climate change, and complying with international standards are ongoing challenges. Exporting cabbage not only helps farmers achieve stable incomes but also contributes to the growth of the country's agricultural economy. Challenges. However, maintaining the quality of cabbage, coping with climate change, and adhering to international standards are significant challenges. Growing cabbage in your backyard can be an enjoyable experience and provide fresh vegetables for your family. Here's a detailed guide on how to grow cabbage in your backyard. 1. Preparing the soil. Choosing a location. Select a spot with full sunlight, as cabbage requires at least 6 hours of sunlight per day to grow healthily. Preparing the soil. Cabbage prefers loose, well-draining soil that is rich in nutrients. You can mix the soil with organic compost or manure to supply the plants with the necessary nutrients. Ensure the soil's pH level is between 6.0 and 7.5 for optimal growth. Soil amendment. Loosen the soil by tilling it. If the soil is heavy, you can add sand or organic compost to improve its aeration. 2. Choosing seeds and sowing. Choosing seeds. Select cabbage varieties that are suited for your climate and soil conditions. Varieties like green cabbage or red cabbage can both be grown in your backyard. Sowing seeds. you can start by sowing cabbage seeds in small pots or containers, allowing the plants to grow strong before transplanting them outdoors. Plant the seeds in rows or seed trays, spacing them about 2 to 3 centimeters apart. After sowing, cover them with a thin layer of soil and water gently. 3. Caring for cabbage plants. Watering. Cabbage needs regular watering to maintain soil moisture. However, avoid overwatering, as it can cause the soil to become waterlogged. Drip irrigation is an effective way to water the plants evenly. Fertilizing. Cabbage grows well with proper fertilization, especially with fertilizers high in nitrogen during the growing phase. You can use organic fertilizers, manure, or NPK fertilizers as per the manufacturer's guidelines. Pruning. As the cabbage plants grow, prune off any older, yellowing, or damaged leaves to promote better growth. Pest and disease control. Use natural pest control methods, such as neem oil or homemade solutions made from garlic and chili to repel insects and pests. 4. Harvesting time. Knowing when to harvest. Cabbage is ready for harvest when its head is firm and heavy. Typically, it takes about 60 to 90 days from sowing for the cabbage to reach full maturity. You can check by gently pressing the cabbage head. If it feels firm, it is time to harvest. Harvesting process. Use a sharp knife to cut the cabbage close to the stem, avoiding damage to the surrounding leaves. 5. Post-harvest. Use immediately or store. After harvesting, you can use the cabbage immediately for cooking or store it in the fridge to use later. Soil care. After each growing season, amend the soil again by adding organic compost to prepare it for the next planting season. Growing cabbage from plastic containers is a creative and cost-effective way to utilize materials available at home. Below is a simple guide on how to grow cabbage from plastic containers, which you can do in your backyard or balcony. 1. Prepare the materials. Plastic containers, plastic bins, plastic pots, or old plastic boxes. Choose a plastic container that is of appropriate size, with drainage holes at the bottom to prevent water from accumulating, which could cause root rot. Soil. Use loose, nutrient-rich soil, and you can mix in some organic compost or manure. Cabbage seeds. Choose a cabbage variety suitable for growing in pots or plastic containers. Water. Ensure you water the plants regularly to keep the soil moist. 2. Prepare the plastic container. Make drainage holes. If the plastic container doesn't have drainage holes, you need to drill or puncture a few small holes at the bottom to allow water to drain. Layer soil at the bottom. You can add a layer of small stones or gravel at the bottom to prevent soil from washing out through the drainage holes and improve drainage. 3. Prepare the soil. Mix the soil. Mix the soil with organic compost or well-treated manure to provide enough nutrients for the plants. Ensure the soil pH is between 6.0 and 7.5, which is ideal for cabbage growth. Fill the plastic container with soil. Fill the container with soil, leaving about 5 to 10 centimeters at the top to give the plants room to grow. 4. Sow the seeds. Sow the seeds. Cabbage seeds can be directly sown into the plastic container. Space the seeds about 2 to 3 centimeters apart and cover them with a thin layer of soil. Water gently. After sowing the seeds, water them lightly to keep the soil moist for seed germination. Make sure not to water too forcefully to avoid exposing the seeds. 5. Care for the cabbage plants. Sunlight. Place the container in a location with full sunlight, as cabbage needs at least 6 hours of sunlight per day to grow well. Watering. Water regularly to maintain soil moisture, but avoid overwatering to prevent waterlogging. Fertilizing. After 3 to 4 weeks, when the plants begin to grow, you can add more organic fertilizer or NPK fertilizer to promote healthy development. Pruning. If the cabbage plants are too crowded, you can thin them out to give the remaining plants more space to grow. 6. Harvesting. When to harvest. Cabbage can be harvested when the heads are fully developed and feel firm when gently pressed. Typically, it will take about 2 to 3 months for the cabbage to mature. How to harvest. Use a sharp knife to cut the cabbage close to the stem, being careful not to damage the surrounding leaves. 7. Benefits and tips. Benefits: growing cabbage in plastic containers saves space and is easy to manage. You can easily move the container to a place with full sunlight or where there is less wind. Tips: make sure to regularly check the plants for pests and diseases. You can also use organic pest control methods to protect your plants. Growing cabbage in plastic containers not only provides fresh vegetables but also offers a relaxing and rewarding experience while utilizing materials you already have. Good luck with your cabbage garden. The process of harvesting cabbage for export requires careful attention and strict adherence to quality standards to ensure that the product meets the requirements of international markets. Below are the detailed steps in the cabbage export harvesting process. 1. Quality check before harvesting. Maturity assessment. Cabbage is harvested when the heads have fully developed, are firm, and weigh between 1 to 2 kilograms per plant. It is crucial to thoroughly check the cabbage for maturity. The outer leaves should be fresh and free of damage. Examine the external appearance. The cabbage plants must not show signs of pest damage or injury. Any damaged plants should be removed during the harvesting process. 2. Harvesting. Manual harvesting. Cabbage is usually harvested by hand to avoid damaging the plants. Workers use sharp knives to cut the cabbage close to the stem, leaving the outer leaves intact. Selecting plants. Cabbages of high quality are harvested first. Plants showing signs of damage or failure to meet export standards will be discarded immediately during harvesting. 3. Trimming and post-harvest processing. Trimming outer leaves. The outer leaves of the cabbage will be removed if they are yellowing, damaged, or affected by pests. Washing. After harvesting, the cabbage is taken to the processing area where it is washed to remove dirt, dust, and other contaminants. This process helps to clean the product and make it suitable for export. 4. Sorting and quality control. Sorting by size and appearance. After washing, the cabbage is sorted by size and freshness. Cabbages that meet export standards are kept, while those that do not pass the quality inspection are discarded. Quality inspection. Quality control personnel assess the appearance and condition of each cabbage. Export quality cabbage must be free from cracks, blemishes, or signs of spoilage. 5. Packaging. Packaging the cabbage. After sorting, the cabbage is packed into cardboard boxes or mesh bags. The boxes must be appropriately sized and securely packed to prevent damage to the cabbage during transport. Labeling and tagging. Each box or bag is labeled with detailed product information, including origin, harvest date, and storage instructions. This helps consumers identify the quality of the product. 6. Storage and preparation for shipment. Temporary storage. After packaging, the cabbage is stored in a cold storage or cool warehouse to maintain its freshness before shipping. Preparation for transport. The cabbage is then loaded into refrigerated containers for transport to the port or airport. Maintaining a cool temperature during transport is essential to ensure the quality of the product remains intact throughout its international journey. 7. Shipping. International shipping. Cabbage is exported via sea freight or air freight, depending on the requirements of the importing country. The shipping process must be closely monitored to ensure the product does not deteriorate during the journey. Important notes in the cabbage export harvesting process. Product quality. The product must meet international quality standards to be exported to demanding markets like Japan, the USA, or European countries. Storage and shipping. Proper storage in cold warehouses and correct shipping procedures are crucial to ensuring the quality of the product once it reaches consumers. Food safety. All processes from harvesting, handling, washing, and packaging must strictly comply with food safety regulations to ensure the product is safe for consumers.